It'll be MxVe versus Tzu.
Oh, we are getting some different picks on this occasion. Both teams are going to be using Visor, but we have got Sorlag that has come out. It is HaVoC that's going to be using that. We also have an Eisen over on the other side, but the game has begun. We are taking off from where we left off in the last game in Awoken. And HaVoC has got a nice and healthy armor stack to work with and just trying to get a couple of weapons possibly. HaVoc-Tzu will just clean up nicely. The acid has come out. He is hitting a little bit of damage from that. The rockets are good, and the amount of health and armor that Sorlag has, he could survive through all of those encounters.
And I'm glad that we're getting to start off on HaVoC here, because we just got to watch him in the Doom 2v2 clan arena, and he was the close range, I'm going to be in your face with shotguns technician, and that might explain why he's on Sorlag here. Oh man, he uses the rocket launcher to bounce plain view off the map there, but we're seeing him do a very similar thing to what we saw in Doom 2016 when he was playing in the clan arena. He wants to be up close and personal with the rocket launcher out. He's got the stack with Sorlag to take a little bit of self damage and keep on trucking. And I think that's the kind of play we're going to see from HaVoC. He is in trouble here. He will go down to Flame, who's going to add one on the board for MxVe. They are down by one frag here.
Yeah, Flame Mexican player done pretty well earlier in the BYOC. I believe he was playing in the QuakeCon Duel, if I remember correctly. I might have been actually playing in quite a few of the events, as many of these players have, but they've now tied it up 3 for 3, and we have got the quad spawning in just a couple of seconds, so this is it. These guys actually look ready and set for it, but we're getting an interesting trade over here. Who's going to be left alive? It is going to be NCH. At 4 health, just gets the kill in time before HaVoC can get the last bullet off on him. And that's
NCH Plainview and or Nacho. If we're referring to Nacho, that'll be NCH Plainview. He's going to go down to HaVoC here. This quad has changed hands twice already. HaVoc's got tons of stack, though, and is absolutely on a tear with Sorlag with the quad. Can he find some frags, though, is the question. He can't seem to get a grip on where his opponents are. He's looking for an angle there. He could have maybe opened the LG up a little bit early, but he's going to go down. The quad really doesn't do any good for either team, mostly just people dying with it.
Yeah, I'm trying to find this stack. It is Flame who's got an enormous stack. When you've got this much health and armor, you want to make sure you're getting some frags with it. You don't want to get caught with your pants around your ankles or anything like that. Well, there's some amazing rockets. Those projectiles have been disgustingly good. That means his overstack's gone, and he's still barely done any damage to the enemy team. He needs to be getting something done over here.
MxVe finally groups up. They were spending their time on opposite sides of the map for so long there, and it doesn't look like anybody's setting up for heavy armor. Heavy armor is going to come up, but nobody's home for it. Flame's going to find one. Can he find two? No, he can't do it. HaVoc's going to answer it back. Mega Health does come up. Heavy is still just standing out there. Nobody seems to realize what the heavy armor timing is. MxVe will grab Heavy, and they grabbed Mega as well, so they're going to have item control. They should absolutely have control of timing. Tzu is going to have to work on figuring out when those major items are spawning in there. They're trying to set up shop in the LG room, and sometimes it works out. They do manage to frag Nacho there. HaVoC is going to be too low to get Flame. HaVoc will answer it back, though, so nice trades here. MxVe got to an early lead, but they can't seem to extend it against Tzu.
LG's actually been great for HaVoc. I'll say both of the Tzu players have got some really good tracking on their lightning gun. Now there's 10 seconds until the protection's up, so they want to hold this spot. They don't have much in the way of projectile weapons to use. That's going to be HaVoC falling. There's 1 second left, but should easily get himself onto the protection. Well played by Tzu.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a mistake from Flame there. He didn't have the stack to peek that corner and take a look at protection, and he will go down to HaVoc as a result of it. So that's one easy frag on the board for Tzu. They're working their way back here. HaVoc has to be careful, though. That protection has a lot of time left in it. He doesn't want to surrender it to MxVe. He is going to try to fall back, maybe just run the clock out on it. That might be his best bet here. He doesn't want to give anything away. He almost got brought down there. He will eventually go down, but the protection has maybe a second on it. Yeah, Nacho's not going to be able to get any work done with that. Heavy armor, again, slips out of his grasp.
That acid spin that just suddenly picked. There was the information of HaVoC to work with. Flame just getting a refrag, but it's right back in. These guys are supporting each other a lot. Like, we're getting a very good game at the moment. Close range rail, you've got rockets to work with. He doesn't want to go for the switch. That's going to be Nacho getting the frag, but again, these trades are coming through, so the players almost always seem to be there to support each other.
Maybe not this time, though. Ace might be able to get a free one here. We'll do it. Flame at close range. But will this be a trade? I don't think that we have the weapon kit here to get a frag on HaVoc, so he's going to escape getting a free flag and coming back a little bit. They're still down by 2. Mega Health is coming back up. Tzu is not going to be in position for it, so MxVe should be able to gain control of Mega Health basically for free here. HaVoC-Tzu, though, you mentioned it earlier, his LG is brutal. He's able to do a lot of damage to it. Even when he doesn't have perfect stack, he's not afraid to take a peek with it. Another trade comes in. HaVoC frags Nacho. Flame answers back and gets rid of HaVoC, though. HaVoC-Tzu looking for a free one, finally gets it. It doesn't look like support from MxVe is going to be there in time, so Tzu now pulls it to a 1 frag deficit.
HaVoC-Tzu needs to find a way back over to the quad damage in a second. He could be working over the other side and making a flank. His teammate's not in the best position for it, but there's the Mega Health. Is he going to be able to get there and fight for it? He sees the light armor, but there's no time to go for it. They're all focusing on the teammates, so HaVoC-Tzu just gets a freebie over there.
That was an absolute disaster for MxVe. HaVoC-Tzu grabbed the Mega Health as he picked up the quad. They got 2 quick frags as the quad spawned. Now HaVoC-Tzu has tons of stack, pops the piercing sight, knows exactly where MxVe is. He's going to be able to pile on a couple of frags here. He'll add 1 more on. 2 frags ahead is Tzu. There's plenty of time here, but this is a great quad one so far. Tally, another one on. They're starting to pull away slowly but surely here.
Okay, again, the lightning going to be great. He just gifted another one, so he doesn't have to go back over to the LG room to pick up another. 4 frag advantage, has almost all the weapons to work with. Can HaVoC-Tzu continue making work from this? Nacho was just sitting on the Mega Health for a second, but Flame does come in to support him just in the nick of time. Another Mega hold over there. I think it's up in just a moment. Again, the trades come out. HaVoC is going to be the one to stay alive to get those benefits.
I feel like HaVoC-Tzu ran out of a little bit of mouse pad there. Now HaVoC low, eating a rocket there from Nacho. Good weapon switch from Nacho. We've seen Flame get caught out with the railgun out at an inopportune moment. Nacho's done a much better job having the appropriate weapon out at the appropriate time. Look at HaVoC-Tzu falling back with the LG, but he cannot survive. Flame is going to find that frag. Tzu is still going to be up by 2 frags. Most of that work was done on a great quad run that they just recently had.
40 seconds left of protection. Oh, someone's falling out of the map over there. That is Nacho, I think. He's still attacking Flame. He's going to push forward. The rocket's kind of propelling him in that direction, and it's basically tied up. The rockets aren't bad at all, but he's got the acid on him, and the nail gun's getting to his face. He's done good damage. HaVoC's not that stacked. Tribal not doing a bad job either, but he's so weak. He's got the light armor that he wants to go to. He picks up 1, and Tribal almost getting another. Let's have a look. HaVoC-Tzu is on 2 points of health, and we've got the protection coming right up, and there's the machine gun all of a sudden.
As we reviewed last map, don't hide. It's not going to work.
No one's at protection. I think it's HaVoC who spawns beside it, so he might get it first. No, it's just a race across. And it's Eisen who has it. HaVoC's low on the health. The rocket will kill him, and it's Nacho who's making clean work of this.